Good morning, Dave, Rolling Springs Ranch. On this episode of What Can We Destroy This Weekend, we're on the wife's Durango. She went to take it out a couple weeks ago, actually 2 weeks ago, and go up a hill, and then something had popped. After further investigation, it looks like maybe the front CV axle broke or got stripped out in the hub and whatever else. The biggest downfall was it has wheel locks. There is no key in the glove box or anything like that. So looking at the alternatives, you could get a turbo socket, destroy this lug, put a new one on, get a key, whatever. But I actually found a key. And so hopefully it will work. We'll cross our fingers everything moves smoothly today. So I'm gonna go grab some stuff out of one truck, and I'm gonna back the other truck up, and then we're gonna go up to the front where the tow truck dropped it off, and we're gonna get this thing done. So stand by. All right. So the day it broke down, I drove down the street where it broke down. Luckily enough, it was 2 houses down. The bad part is there is no tow points anywhere on this vehicle. There's no hitch to hook a strap to. There's nothing underneath the front end. So I had to pay for a tow truck to bring it back to the house. But while I was looking at it up there, at first I thought maybe the shift actuator, since it's a electronic shift, something was going on with that, but I could hear it cycling through. So I popped the hood and I look in there. We put it into gear, obviously held the brake for, safety purposes, but I saw the front axle moving. Well, if the front axle is moving, the front tire should be moving. So didn't really know what and where to turn at that point. So the biggest thing was trying to find the wheel lock keys. So hopefully I still have them, so ordered another kit. Hopefully this should be the one to get them off. And at this time, since I didn't know, I ended up buying a brand new hub with a bearing and a brand new CV axle. And hopefully, cross our fingers, this gets us up and going. So let's get to it. Let me cut this package open, see if this lug nut comes off. We'll jack it up, chalk the wheels, and on to the races. So far the demons are winning. I get in the car and put it in the park because I realize it's in neutral. I want to chalk the wheels. I want to make sure that we're safe here doing this. So I go to start it and click, click, click. So now we got a broken axle. We got a dead battery. And now I got to go find, actually I got the jump pack in the car. But I'm going to load test first, see where we're at, make sure we do have a dead battery and not something else that's underlying. And we'll just keep chiseling forward. So hang tight, stand by. All right, so I'm using the digital Mac load tester. I got the old style toaster bun. I guess we're gonna go off the, I need to find the battery first. So I need the battery. Where the hell's the battery in this car? Something looks not right. I don't know why modern vehicles are so hard to find a battery. I see the power post, but where's the actual battery? Not under the seat. Let's go take a look in the back. I thought we looked in here the other night.
We did. It was just underneath everything.
So there wasn't any battery in there. Okay.
Maybe on the side?
Oh, maybe, well, I guess the only other seats are the back ones,
I
so.
looked under that one, it wasn't there.
You looked under the back seats? Anytime you want to start a project around here, it definitely gets blown out of proportion. Watch the cow poo. You're in it. There's something there on the floor, right? Oh, we got to go rely on Google to tell us where the battery is. Am I missing something here? So here are the power posts for jump starting. I could load test there, but I want to see where the battery is. All right. It's got to be here. It's got to be here. Under this seat? No, not that seat. Under the floorboards? No. All right. Where can the battery be? Lift this back up. How do you flip the seat up?
There, I looked under there.
What's under? Really? Okay. All right, so I was getting ready to Google, and we went back and double checked everything again. And I guess it's under here. Oh, what a stupid spot. That's stupid. Way to go, Mopar. How the hell do you get to it? Let's pull this. We'll drift the seat all the way back then. All right. Luckily, we got enough battery power to move the seat, right? All right. There's the compartment. Now we got to go all the way back forward. Come on, baby. You can do it, seat. You can do it. This reminds me of a Volkswagen that my parents used to have many years ago.
That's why the seat went so far forward. I was wondering why it went so far.
Okay. Well, it is a factory battery. It is a Chrysler battery. So it's probably 10 years old. Oh, well, yeah. Look at that. It's even got a purge valve for when the battery charges and sends fluid or fumes out. All right, I'm gonna load test this and we're gonna see what we got. So we're 700 cranking amps. All right, stand by. This is ridiculous. I can't even see. Can you see the front? Ridiculous. Alright. So it's showing 10.4. So it's gonna load test, Bab. Battery, cranking amps. 700. And yep, it doesn't even want to register. All right, I gotta readjust because obviously I can't get to that side. But anyway, the engine did struggle prior to this. We don't use the vehicle enough. We maybe put 5,000 miles on a year. It's got some heavy duty cables, that's for sure. Now I gotta find my load tester. Okay. All right, let's go back. Ah, shit. Freaking Mopar. And it just popped off. It's looking like I'm gonna put a new battery in this thing. I'm not gonna mess around. I'll probably just chalk the wheels. And what are we at? We're at 10.3. Single flooded, 700 cranking amps. Yeah, there's not enough power. It won't load test. So anyway, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm just gonna chalk the wheels, get this axle fixed, pull the battery out, run into town, probably hit Royal King up and get a new battery for this thing since it was a little sluggish. Cold weather doesn't help, but it is a 2014. It is a Chrysler battery. Is it the original? I don't know, but we'll see. So you all stand by. I'm not sure. I need the centerpiece because this piece won't. Well, I'm bleeding already. What the hell? Come on, cat. Hey. Basically, I need this piece. This piece won't fit around the actual lug nut. So I'm hoping that I can stop it, that I can punch this socket out. I'm a crazy cat.
The tires.
And I can use that. I don't care if it's a one-time use. I just need to get this tire off. So stand by.
To separate it.
I guess maybe we just need to read the directions. Stop it, cat. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? No. So this is the new style. And that one, yeah. Yeah, it is smaller. So I see what the problem is going to be is that this socket piece kind of holds everything. Stop it!
Forward.
Holds that in place. So this is the wrong one. New dual hex key. M12 by 1.5. Well, I'm gonna see if I can't bang this out and go from there.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's splined, so let me just go get.
You have to get this on there, right? Before you start banging like crazy.
It's only a one. It only goes in one way. So I've got the hammer in the four-wheeler. So where's the four-wheeler? Okay, I could probably reach it. I think it was from last night as well. It's looking like we might have to go to the press. Well, let's go take it to the press. Let's go see what we can do. When I say times, at times things are not easy. Just when you think it's going to be simple and go smoothly, you're taking 2 steps backwards. So got to go in the barn, got to go set up the hydraulic press, try to press this fitting off and go from there. If not, I guess I got to run back into the store up in town and go grab a turbo socket and destroy that fitting. And we'll go from there. So at least if I can get that one off, hopefully maybe this lug nut will fit, and then I'll have a key that works, and then I can just put everything back together. So see what we got. It's a little dusty in the barn when it comes to hydraulic presses and whatever else. It looks like we can try it, I guess. It looks a little sketchy, but I don't know what else to use. So we may just go up one hole. So you might want to check, make sure it's locked. Right? Wait a minute, is this right? So for pushing down, yeah, okay.
Not on there very well.
Well,
Barely touching over here.
okay, all right, hold up. Give it a couple more, give another pump.
Yeah, it's all the way down.
Okay, all right, release it. I think that socket's what's holding us up now. Okay, you can stop it. Okay, yeah, splined in there. So, with that being said, hold this real quick. All right, so yeah, we're maxed out in that socket. Okay. Well, I think Let's see if we can't. No, we still need to press it. It's this guy. Hey. That'll only get us a little bit. Alright, go ahead. What is this? Like take number 10? So close. No, it's not going.
Feels like we're pressing it back in. Not going.
Alright, bring it back up.
They're on the thing.
Yeah, the pliers are tapered, so.
I understand that, but they have to be across the opening. This way.
Okay. No.
Why?
Because it's tilting. You can try it, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna go. No. You're on an angle. You're pressing on an angle.
Do you get them across it? Got it.
There's something holding it up. It's the nut.
All right. So
Spread it. Yeah, just open up the. No. Yeah, open that. A little more. A little more. There you go.
Yeah, but I got to be across this. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything.
Well, now you're pushing back up.
I'm
now
trying to get you in the center.
But you're tapered, so you're not sitting flush.
Okay.
No, I'm saying spread them back open. There. No, a little more. There you go, right there.
I'm trying to get a piece of metal under this, over here underneath. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, go ahead. You got to tighten it back up. I think it's going. Thought it was.
It looked like it was. I just don't want to look at it.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. It's breaking the
Pliers
pliers.
are going.
It's broken. It broke the tool. All right. Take number 4052.
Max out the jack?
No.
Now I would be scared if it's going to kick out.
Well, it shouldn't take much anyway. There, it's going. All right, we're done. All right. Bring it back up. All right. So after all that trouble pressing the socket to make it work, the star pattern doesn't line up with the one that's currently on the vehicle. So at this point, I guess I'm gonna match up the lug nut on the other side. I'm going to go in town, get a turbo socket, and then I'm going to try to remove this battery out of this vehicle so we can get a new one. So what a pain in the ass. Everything with this vehicle, headlights, batteries in a weird spot, whatever. It is what it is. Ain't no sense in complaining. So let me get the battery out and then we're gonna run into town. And so the saga continues. I had to run into town, go grab a new battery. Totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. It's just mind-blowing. So because the battery sits underneath the passenger's floorboards, you have to have a sealed battery. So it's an AGM, absorbed glass matte battery. Ran the discount auto parts, just under 300 bucks. Fuck, talk about a whack. Not what I was expecting. Went to 4 stores to try to find a turbo socket to get this lug nut off. A couple stores, they didn't have it. The other stores, never even heard of it. Don't even know what I'm talking about. Stopped at the tire shop, they can't help me. So this is beyond ridiculous. So now I'm gonna have to go back in the barn, try to find a socket that I can bang on there with a sledgehammer to try to remove this. Will they go back on? They're not going back on, clearly. I will not put these things back on. I don't care if somebody steals my tires. I have insurance, that's what it's for. I don't see a high demand in OEM wheels anyway, but regardless, frustrating. I've been working on this for hours, haven't done anything. Took forever to get the damn battery out. Now I'm trying to get the tire off. I haven't even gotten to the axle part or the hub part yet. So whatever, it is what it is. I'm going to the barn and we go find a socket and a freaking big ass sledgehammer. Alright, so I grabbed any chrome socket that I could, that I would think that it would match up. It just so happens maybe the first one that I put on there hit it with a 2-pound sledge and went on. So will this be the winning ticket? Gosh, I hope so, because it's 1 o'clock and I've been at this since 9 o'clock. There's nothing more frustrating than wasting time trying to figure out where stuff went and dead batteries and whatever else. I got way too much to do today than to mess around, you know, looking for stuff. So let's see if this will come off. Turn it around. Oh no, that's way too easy. I don't think so. I don't think it's grabbing. I don't think it's grabbing. No. Oh well. It was worth a try. I also don't want to damage the rim. Gosh, man. I'm not an automobile guy. Anyway, I gotta put the camera down. I need 2 hands for this job. Oh. Well, shoot. It was close to fitting. It fit right on there. Well, shoot. Let's try this 12 point. Ah, too big. All right, let's try this one. Nope. Well, the problem is I have black sockets, but they're going to be too thick and they're not going to fit in there. So I could get the air chisel out, but now I'm taking a chance of ruining the rim, which I don't really, it's not the route I want to go. Shoot. All right, back to square one. You're not going to believe this, but I found a socket. It didn't fit as nice as I wanted it to fit, but it went on. But it appears that this lock isn't on there very tight, so I barely got it to go on, and it's backing off right now. So I'm gonna give it a couple more little whacks with the sledgehammer and a breaker bar, but it's coming off. We are gonna win. Too good to be true. Well, what I thought was spinning is actually the headpiece. The actual thread piece is remaining there, so that's why that lock right there spins the actual threaded piece. Thought I was making progress. I guess I'm gonna go get the old air chisel out now and do some damage. So we'll see what we got. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. This sucks, but I got it. I'm not gonna tell you how long it actually took me. I was to the point of just giving up. So I was able to break the outer collar on that and then hammer a socket onto it, but I had to chisel this band off. So I ended up scratching the rim. I had the old key I hammered on, and I thought I could hit it with the impact, and it slipped off and scratched the rim, but thank goodness. It is 3 o'clock now. Again, I started at 9. This is ridiculous. So anyway, let me jack this thing up. Let me get the tire off. At least I'm making forward progress, but I'm not happy about it. There's a lot to do this weekend, and this was not what I expected at all. So I guess anything that appears to be easy nowadays is going to take you twice as long. So note to self. Anyway, let me get this tire off, and hopefully we can find out why where the axle broke, if the hub got stripped out, etc. So give me a few minutes, let me jack this thing up, get the tire off. All right, making progress, guys. So looking at the sticker, that orange sticker, it has a date up there of 22 on there, which is kind of funny because that's when we bought the vehicle, back in 22. So it appears that this is what's broken in there. So I'm gonna pop this clamp off and pull that off and kind of see. I just gotta figure out how to, keep in mind I'm not an automobile mechanic, so I'm assuming I have to pull the brake rotor obviously off, the calipers, and then we'll figure out where we got to go from there. But right now it's kind of surprising that this was just replaced and only has 5,000 miles on it, and why did it snap is the question. So like I said, I got a new hub, new bearing, new axle, so we're already here. We're just going to do it. Well, we got everything tore apart. Had to take the strut off, take the lower off, take all kinds of ball joints off just to get this axle in place and actually out. So the axle is what failed. The axle, it has a 2022 date on it. It's a remanufactured Mopar part, and what happened is the axle pulled itself out of the knuckle closest to the hub. So the keeper was still there, but somehow it pulled itself out, overextended or did whatever. So I'm not familiar with reman Mopar parts, you know, and the quality of it or whatever, but we're installing a brand new axle. Right now we're just trying to get it back in. We're losing daylight, so we're having to scrounge some flashlights, whatever else. It doesn't look like we're going to get it wrapped up today, but if we can get the axle back in and get a couple bolts back in place, I'll be happy. And obviously we have my little helper here. So all right, let's get back to it before it's completely dark and the wolves come out. All right, so we slid the axle in, we greased the shaft, popped right in. We just threw the lower bolt in for the strut, and we're gonna, cat, and we're going to start reassembling. So we got the I don't know, I guess this lower mount and upper, I guess, lower ball joint, upper ball joint. So we're just gonna kind of put it back together and just hand tighten stuff for right now, just kind of try to wrap it up as quick as we can, and then we'll continue again tomorrow. Then we'll put the new hub assembly on, and then the brake rotor, and then the brake caliper, and then we're back onto the battery. So that's it for tonight, and we'll try again when it's daylight again tomorrow. Well guys, it is finally completed. I had no choice but to finish it tonight in the dark with my wife, as they are calling for rain for the next 2 days. So I got tools scattered everywhere. I certainly don't want my tools sitting out in the rain. So everything is back together. Everything is torqued down. All I got to do now is just zip tie the speed sensor, and I want to double check the lower ball joint to make sure I torqued it correctly. And then I'll put the tire back on with only 4 lug nuts until I get the 5th one, because I'm not putting the lock back on. So that is pretty much a wrap. Obviously, I'm not an automotive guy. I don't have a hoist in any way. So working in a gravel driveway, and the conditions were not that great. So anyway, tomorrow I'll fight with the $300 battery that this vehicle requires, and it was the only one they had in town. So I guess for now we'll continue tomorrow. We'll throw that in, we'll take it for a test drive, make sure everything works as it should. So hey guys, Dave, Rolling Springs Ranch, day 2 car saga. So last night we got everything wrapped up due to the rain, and rain tomorrow with snow. So I wanted to get that wrapped up before the work week. We are now reinstalling brand new battery. So just under $300 for a battery for this vehicle, and we're gonna get this thing back in. We got a lot of other things to do today on the farm, and we'll put the terminals on. We'll get that thing dropped back in there, fired up, get it out of the way. So stand by. Put these little felt tabs on. Never used them before, and this thing came with some silicone grease. Not sure, dielectric grease. It's kind of what it looks like. They say coat the terminals, so that's what we'll do. We'll throw a little bit on there. Maybe it protects against corrosion, whatever. So we'll just put a little bit around there. All right. And I believe this one went like that. Then this little 10 millimeter, we'll tighten this back up on there. And then the main battery cable in there. This one, set that one back down on there. Tighten this 10 millimeter, clamps it onto there. Battery lug there, some sensor there. So simple as that. We're using the Die Hard Platinum AGM. It's got a 3-year warranty, non-prorated. And it also has the venting system, just like the original one had. So. All right, we got everything installed. Let's just fire it up real quick and make sure everything's good before we throw the battery cover back on and seal her up for another 10 years. Hey! She fires up pretty quick. Not bad with a brand new battery. And that's it. That is a battery install and a CV axle install. Driver's side Durango 2014 limited all-wheel drive. So that is everything. That is everything you need to know about a battery replacement. So I'm gonna button her back up, get my tools out of here, and on to the next project. So if you like what you see, hit the like, subscribe. Until next time, Dave, Rolling Springs Ranch, out.